Black people, we love white things. What's up, people? It's your man, Timmy Sinclair, and you're welcome to the Uncomfortable Truths channel where we talk about things that affect us as black people all around the world. Now, if you're in Africa, you will know that we as African people on the continent, we have an obsession with things made by Europeans, or rather, let me say, the West. I don't know why. I don't know why, but maybe because when we first came in contact with the Caucasians, the West, they had things we did not have. And for that reason, we love those things so much. So much so that we're willing to sell ourselves to them for very, very funny things like umbrellas, biscuits with chewing gum, guns, and the rest. Yes. So at that time, we liked whatever the Caucasians, the white people brought to us. Fast forward to the modern world, let me say the past 50 or 60 years, we still have that obsession with things made by Caucasians, white people. I don't know what it is with us Africans. For instance, I can say this, that it's not even a question of quality, right? Because we have products that as African people we can produce it and it would be of the same standard with what white people produce. For example, this t-shirt, for instance, can be made in Nigeria here to look like this. But if you give the average African the option of buying this thing that is made by a Nigerian or something that is made by a white person and they are both the same quality and they are both the same price, most times Africans would always pick products made by white people. It is shockingly frightful. Now, in some instances, I understand maybe there's quality difference in the fact that, okay, they are more advanced in the technology to do these things, and then we are not as advanced. So you can say, for the sake of quality, yes, I will pick a foreign product over an African-made product. I might understand that, but in general, most of the times, we tend to pick or choose products produced by white people over what we produce ourselves. And then we ask, how will our economy grow, right? How will our economy grow? It's just insane. Now, I'll use China as an example, right? The Chinese too, they're like us at some point, they had to start manufacturing, and when they were manufacturing, what did they do? They closed they make sure that importation of foreign goods into their country, they made it in a way that to be more expensive than locally made goods, so that to encourage people to use locally made goods, and then they improved. But in Africa, it's so insane that we cannot even do that because the people themselves, they don't even have the drive to support or buy locally made products. The only thing that I would say maybe we like is food, like our traditional food. Other than that, if white people could make eba, we'll buy white eba. If white people could make soup, we'll buy white soup. And I think it's a problem because it's a problem from inside. When you look at the fact that, or should I say, it's a problem with I don't know what the problem is, honestly. I don't know what the problem is. But the fact is that we as black people, we always have a tendency to purchase white things over our locally made things, and that's the reason why a lot of times our economies don't grow. Coupled with the fact that our governments too are all into it, so they would rather patronize foreign things than grow locally made things to grow their economies, right? So it's a vicious circle whereby African creatives or creators or manufacturers are battling with first the economic pressure of producing something on the continent, and then you now have the issue of the delivery of that, of rather you have the issue of African people not wanting to buy those goods or services. It's crazy. is crazy, and it's a mindset thing, because somewhere deep down inside of us as black people, we see white people as superior to us. We might not want to we might not want to admit it, but somewhere deep down in your subconscious and our subconscious, we are admitting that these white people have things that we don't have. These white people do things most times better than we can do things, and we would most times just go for white made products. Yeah, simple, straightforward video, man. But anyway, let me hear comments about this. Let me hear what you guys think about the fact that Africans would buy white products a million times more than they'll buy African products. Even though at times it's not a question of price or quality, but just there's just something about something created by the Caucasians that entices us as black people. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.